Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Georgia State Panthers taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Red Wolves will kick it away to start. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be it. Bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snares it outside. It's Williams. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Second down coming up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. At the 35, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Looking to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming in.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, wants to throw. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
It's first down from the 11. The give on the inside. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Panthers! And they jump on top. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a productive play on first down. Scanning the field, it's Rayner. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Red Wolves will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Going for the big play. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
Line getting set on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And what an individual effort, making a beautiful catch, diving out and snagging it, Reese.
Just laid his body out, and that's a huge gain after the spectacular reception. Now on first down from the 40. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
On second down, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Hurst. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the minute. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Cross. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia State 7, Arkansas State 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Using his legs, it's Cross. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Back to pass, it's Rayner. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Red Wolves will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Paul, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on your quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Quarterback will keep it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The inside handoff. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's McGee. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. Got room at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And the Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Quarterback checking the play. To the ground to try to move the chains. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia State. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Takes the handoff. It's Cross. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
I love when players understand the situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
To the air, it's Rayner. Looking left. It's caught.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Cross. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Glass half full, glass half empty, guys. Obviously great, they got a completion. You prefer that over incompletions or interceptions. The glass half empty. I mean, they made that 3rd down a bit more manageable, but not by much.
On 3rd down, going up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll give it to the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They'll immediately call timeout. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brock. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Georgia State.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. They're trying to get to him. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll run it. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Hurst. Touchdown, Georgia State! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas State. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, take it. No, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
On second down, he'll fire. Forced out of the pocket. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Looking for a block. It's Bryant. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The incompletion on first down leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Back to throw, it's Rayner coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They were trying to work the outside there. He played it perfectly, almost got the pick. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Red Wolves line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They'll have another opportunity opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get.
And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with it.
Dropping back, it's Rayner. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Wide out in motion. Leaves it with the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll run it from the gun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Absolutely perfect. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, nothing the DB could do on that. That was actually great coverage defensively, but that's just a better play by the receiver diving and making that catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's McGee.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. The give to the tailback. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
He's tackled at the 23-yard line. Third down coming up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the gun, the ground game. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
At the 36-yard line. Second down coming up.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, bring him making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The back goes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete to the left. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Brings up second down.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They come to the line 3 yards away from the first down marker. They've converted twice on this drive. On third down, the jet sweep as they try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
We're seeing more and more offensive coordinators find creative ways to get their best athletes, their wide receivers, involved in the running game. And what better way to do it than with the jet sweep? Great example right there.
The Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Quarterbacks nowadays are so good. With 1 second or 2 seconds, they can make really big plays. But when you give them that much time, my goodness, all of them are going to be successful.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds a man on the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
With the catch, it's McGee.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Panthers. What a grab and go for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
From the gun, running back on the move. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Looking downfield, it's Rayner. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's crossed. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
Running for it on 4th down. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I don't think a lot of people here are going to be surprised by that call. 4th inches at midfield. Just go for it, run the football, and they pick up the first.
Really, what are you going to gain by punting there? Even a perfect punt just gives you a little bit of a yardage edge, and the upside of keeping the ball was tremendous.
Yeah, and even if you don't convert it there, your defense comes on the field, and you're still forcing the offense to have to go 50-something yards or so to try and get points. So I like the call.
Catch in the middle, it's Jackson.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it and advance and get what he can get.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd down coming up.
Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to pass, it's Rayner. Into the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to throw it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Georgia State, 28. Arkansas State, 23.
Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Georgia State has the clock on its side as they try to finish the deal. The run from the shotgun. Running with power. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.